Hey everyone, it's a bit nippy this morning. So today's job, I've got 2 patching jobs to do. I'm gonna have to really speed them up today, so I'm gonna be definitely using some of the products from Eazymix today. But yeah, I'm trying to do the best I can to get home early. So I say get home early, to get home at a reasonable time. So I've dropped the girls off and now it's time for me to get to the merchants. Right, let's go. On my way to the first job now. I've just picked up all my stuff from Thorncliffe's. I've just got some bonding, some skim, some drywall and some board for later on. So the first job I've got to bond up these 2 reveals where the window came out. So I've got to take the curtain pole off, put some carpet protector down, mix a bit of bonding up with some half-time just to make it go quicker. Get that on, and then I should be able to mix the skim pretty much as soon as I've got that clear, and then I'll speed that up with some half-time as well, and then I'll be on to my next job then. So right, let's see how I get on. Right, I've just been upstairs and removed the curtains, and I've got the wallpaper cut ready and put carpet protector down. So I'm just going to mix a quick bit of Collet bonding, but first I'm going to put some sachets in the water to make it go a bit quicker. So for the bonding, I use the bonding one. I'm just going to chuck it into the mix now. I'm going to chuck in about 1/3 of this sachet in. Right, so that is now been bonded. I've cut for where the paper's coming off. I'm just letting the water soak in for a second just so that I can take the wallpaper off. And I'm just gonna have a quick cup of tea, and then I'm gonna mix some skim because it's going off quite nicely. So I should be able to get some skim on it pretty much straight away. Done. So that one's pretty good. I finished that with, I think, about 2 hours with the bonding and the skim all going off nicely, as well as waiting for the bonding to go off and cleaning up. It's not too bad, so now I'm off to the next one. I've got about a 25-minute drive to go, so let's get going. Right guys, so I've just arrived at this job now. It took a while to find all the keys for this one. It was a bit of a nightmare, to be honest, but it all worked in the end. It's a bit like Fort Knox this. There's like shutters and all stuff on this thing, and flood guards and God knows what. Right, so this one I've just got to do a bit of dry lining on some reveals. I've got a bit of building out, so it's probably gonna have to get double boarded in a couple of areas. Then I'll need to chuck some bonding on it, and then I put a bead on and skim it. So this one's a bit of a messy one. The walls aren't in that great condition, but obviously we want it to look good, so we're going to do the best we can with this one. Right guys, so this is what I've got to do. I've got to patch it down here. There's also a big crack up there. I might sort that out while I'm here. This one, no paper on this one, so that's a good thing. It looks a right mess. I am just going to patch it in. I'm not going to do the whole wall. I will. So I'll chuck some Unibond on here and I'll patch it in. I'm going to dry line some reveals on here, and I'll have to do like a double board on this. Right guys, so I've just cut all the boards now. I'm just going to go make some drywall. I'm going to use the half-time stuff, this stuff, in the drywall. So I spoke to Mark from Eazymix and he said, yeah, it's fine to do that and it does help. So that's what I'm going to use today. I'm going to mix just about half a bucket. So I'll use a full one. So I've just put some boards in just to strengthen it all up. What I'll do now is I'll put a lick of bonding all the way around this because I've got some areas. I don't want to be filling it with drywall, so I'm going to go and mix some PVA, the areas that I'm going to be patching. It's just been raining now, bit of a pain, but yes, you just got to try and do it in between the showers. So I've just PVA'd it all. The dry lining's going off quite nicely now. I'm going to use some of this with some bonding and get it bonded up quickly, and then I'll put the beads on, and then it's just a case of waiting for that to go off. Right, I've just chucked some quick bonding all the way around this now. I'm going to go and cut some beads, get them on, and then I'm just going to wait for the bonding to go off now. But it's all starting to look like one now, which is good. I've scrimmed it all up, if you can see here. Basically, anywhere there's board, you scrim up. Any cracks you find, scrim that up. Right, so I just put the beads on and I've filled out any areas with bonding, so it's all just waiting now for the bonding to go off, and then I'll put a bit of skim on. Time-wise, I think it's, what time is it? It's about 1:30. So today the Eazymix has definitely been a time saver for me today. If you think about it, so I've used bonding and I've used it on the skim. That was the first set, and that's probably saved me about an hour and a half at least, I would say. So that's me saving an hour and a half's work. Then on this one, I've obviously used it on the drywall, and now I've used it on the bonding. So I'd probably say that's probably about another 2 hours I've saved. And now I'm going to be putting it onto the skim, and I'll save myself an extra hour. And all these things, they mount up, and that's what makes having the option of speeding things up a key. I wouldn't be able to get as much done in a day if it wasn't for using these. So this is why I like to use them. They definitely help speed up my day, especially when I've got a day of patching like today, because there's a lot of work just in that little around that door, when you've got to double out your plasterboard and then you've got to bond up around it and put your beads on. It's not just a simple case of, you know, you whack something on and then you skim it. All these little time saving things, it just mount up. And like today I'll have a normal finish, which is what I've been after, but realistically I've probably saved myself about 3 hours or so. This is where the sachets come in handy, and this is why I'm a big fan of using them. So this is now ready to get done. The bonding's all gone off nicely, the drywall's gone off as well, I've checked that. Yeah, so I've just mixed some stuff. Well, that's that done. Well, I've just done now. I've just packed up. I've just cleaned up everywhere and packed up now. So it's that day today is over with now. So yes, today without the sachets, today would have been a very long one. So it's just coming to 5 now. So without this stuff, I don't think I would have finished it in time. So I'm pretty happy with how it's gone. Also, go and check out the Eazymix website. I'm sure you'll find somewhere to buy the products from there. But yeah, I love them, and I do think they're well worth having on the van, especially if you need to get to your next job quicker. I think I'm going to have to shoot back to my mum's because one of her fence panels is blown out, and apparently the weather is coming. So by the time you're watching this, I hope we haven't had too much damage from the storm that's coming. Hope it's all good for everyone. Right guys, thank you very much for watching. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe. I drop them every Tuesday. Right, thank you guys. See you on the next one. Bye.